Welcome back to our emotional elasticity course. Today we're going to cover the harmony of health. As a company, we're focused on improving mentally, physically, and spiritually, and now you're about to see why. Our mental health is affected by our physical and spiritual health as well. When it comes to our physical health, just take a look at regular exercise. Studies show that regular exercise releases dopamine, which makes us feel better. If you're feeling down and out, moving and playing sports or just even getting on the treadmill is going to make you feel better because your body naturally releases dopamine, and that's going to help you start moving in the right direction. Take a look at sleep and rest. There's been sleep studies done where a guy deprived himself of sleep for an extended period of time. First, he started to hallucinate when he should have been sleeping. And as things continued, he got more and more psychotic to the point at the end of the study, he was ready to kill himself. They had to restrain him because everything needs sleep and rest. Our minds, our bodies, we need to have sleep and rest. You can't always be going. It's just not possible. Personal hygiene, spatial hygiene, extremely important for our mental makeup. How better do you feel after taking a shower? You always feel good. Whether you feel like you're ready to conquer the day or you feel clean and ready to go to sleep, you feel good. You feel positive. When you clean your room or when you clean your house, you start to feel good about things. Everything's organized, everything's tidy, and you say, yes, I got this accomplished, I got this done. It just creates all this positivity in your life. Healthy eating is so important. Just take a look what ends up happening when we just eat junk food. We just feel bad. We feel just like we're dragging. When we start to eat healthy, all of a sudden we start to feel better. It's crazy, but that's just the way it is. Everything is linked. And that's, of course, to me, just is another proof that God exists, because everything is linked. How can everything be linked if there isn't a God? It's just not possible. And we need to make sure we're doing self-care by making sure we're getting the regular exercise, that we're getting sleep. We need to constantly think about the fact that we need to take care of these things. Now, when it comes to our spirituality, it's pretty clear cut. The first thing is recognizing we have a divine purpose. How important is purpose? It's extremely important. Take a look at studies done on men after they retire. Many men don't last 5 years and very few last 10 years after retiring. Why? Because they've linked their self-worth, their purpose to their job. And when all of a sudden they don't have a job anymore, they feel like they don't have a purpose. But when we recognize that we have a divine purpose, that we're supposed to be here to help others improve, that we're given certain gifts by God to go ahead and help others and take advantage of those gifts and make people better, then all of a sudden it doesn't matter if we're working, at a minimum income job or working for $300,000 a year, because we have a true purpose in life. And that's more important than money. It's more important than stress. And that is something that really can be a rock for us, can be a key to our foundation. In fact, if you want to look at another study, take a look at a study on women who have kids later in life. They typically live 10 years longer than women who have kids young. Why is that? Because they feel like they have more purpose, that they need to be there more for the kids as they grow up, that they need to be there for all these different events. Purpose is so important for our mental and physical health, because you want to be healthy when you have a purpose. And it's interesting for us to take a look at the times in our life when we've helped others, when we used our gifts to help others, because oftentimes when we're helping others, we end up helping ourselves. As I started this course and started putting this together to help everyone else, it made me really think about the fact that I need to get back on course with my exercise, that I need to get back to eating right, that I need to get back on my weight loss journey. Yes, I've lost 80 pounds, but I could lose more. And just covering this section, helping you guys understand the linkage, is helping me. That's one of the beautiful things about helping other people, is that we often end up helping ourselves as well. So this week, I want you to think about the gifts that God has given you. I want you to think about how you can use those gifts to help other people. I want you to think about how much exercise you do right now, how much sleep you get. Is everything in your life pretty clean? Are you cleaning your house enough? Think about these things. Think about how you can just be a little bit better. Not a lot. I don't want you to try and change everything in one day. It's just not possible. You're setting yourself up for failure if you try to climb Mount Everest in one day. Not possible. Think about what you're doing now. If you're getting regular exercise twice a week, what if you threw in an extra 10-minute walk one day a week? Would that be a big difference? It might be. What about getting 6 hours of sleep instead of 5 hours of sleep? Could that make a huge difference? There's a lot of sleep studies that say it does. Look for just a small change. Think about what you're doing now and think of a small change you can make. And try and do that for this next week. And then I'll see you back next week.